Here are the doggies this morning. Good morning. Django just has to get in front of Skeeter no matter what Skeeter's doing. So if I'm trying to pet Skeeter, good morning, little girl. First of all, he's hitting her with his tail. But then he'll come over here and push her out of the way. Django, why? Oh my gosh, he's just so jealous. Django, you're so mean. Sweet girl. Oh my gosh. All right. If y'all have more than one animal, do they do this as well to each other? Good morning, little girl. She's so sweet. Okay. Time to go downstairs for breakfast. Look at Django by the door. He's like, let's go. Good morning. I have an alarm set. It's going to go off in 3 minutes. So let's see if I can do this before the 3 minutes is up. Number one, I have finished editing the video for tomorrow. That's going to go up tomorrow. And I initially had that to do after I get done at the library today. And I haven't even been to the library yet. So part of it was because I wasn't planning on, I was giving myself plenty of time to sleep and try to get my 7 hours. I don't know that I got my 7 hours, but I feel like I went to sleep at midnight last night and I woke up at like 7:15ish this morning. So yes, I feel like I was asleep for 7 hours, but that doesn't mean I actually slept that long. But if I can get close to 7 hours, then I've been counting it over here on my 7 hours of sleep. So last night, or the night before, I didn't get it. I was at 5:37. So that's not good. Today, wait, what? My watch must have messed up because it says I got 663 steps yesterday. Okay, no, it updated. Okay. I was like, there's no way. Okay, so I got 6 hours and 41 minutes last night, but my sleep score is still a 91. Like if you just look at these last few days right here, that's 5 days. I'm going to count today. So 4 out of the 5 days, I've gotten more than my average amount of sleep that I usually get. It says I slept from 11:58 last night to 7:17 this morning, and I got 6 hours and 41 minutes. So I am feeling really good about how the sleep is going. Also, I finished Guards last night. It was so good, and Carrot is my new favorite guard, and I love him. And then, I made fun of Ron for wearing a sweatshirt last night. And here I am this morning because I have the windows open. Are you cold? Yeah. Okay. My son just got up. I asked him if he was cold. It's cold in here. It rained last night, which I knew would bring some colder weather. But yeah, it feels so good wearing this jacket and sitting here with this wind blowing. I love it. So what does that do for my day today? Ron did say that he could take Wesley to work today, so I don't have to worry about that part. That means I get to go to town as soon as I get done working at the library. My friend is already going to be in town that wants to talk about homeschooling, so she and I are just going to meet at a bakery after I pick up my Stephen Graham Jones book, and we're going to hang out there. Oh, you know what? I need to make sure they're open today. Would it be just my luck? I didn't make it before the 3 minutes were up. I'm sorry. Would it be just my luck that I said I'm going to go to town and pick up my book today, and then for some reason they're closed on a random Wednesday? So let me look it up. No, it says they are open today. They open at 10 a.m. and I'll be there at 1:30ish to pick up my book. And then my friend and I are going to meet at a bakery downtown and just have a little snack and some coffee. And that's it for now. Then when I get back, I'm going to try to edit as many of these Wanderlost videos as I can. I have 7 today. And then do the thumbnails for them. So the way I do the thumbnails, if you guys saw my vlogs last week, you saw that I have a stamp book for the national parks in the United States. And in that, everything is divided into a region, and each region is given a color. So the way I do my videos is I put up a video, a picture of whatever we're doing, but then I outline the outside of it in the color of that region in my stamp book. So that way everything kind of goes together. I do think I want to do some video management over there and move them into playlists that are specifically for that region as well. And so I'm going to play around with that a little bit more and see how I can adjust those playlists. But that is a future idea, which I'm going to write down on this book. And then I don't have to worry about remembering it or keeping it in my brain. It's written down for future Amanda to deal with. And that's it. I'm headed in to work at the library. Oh, Skeeter came to say hi. Say hi, Skeeter. I think she was really trying to get away from Wesley. Oh, Django pushed her out of her bed. Anyway, good morning, baby girl. Good morning. Anyway, here's your Skeeter view of the day. She thinks Wesley has food. And speaking of that, I need to go feed the dogs before I go to the library. So I will check in with you later. On my way. Oh my gosh. Apparently the month of July is Where's Waldo. Okay, I'm going to get my Stephen Graham Jones book. I'm so happy. Main Street Books. Okay, so this is when I have to fight my ADHD. So first of all, I did everything I was supposed to do, and I am still exactly on time. At 3:30, I'm supposed to start editing my Wanderlost videos. So I have 7 videos to edit. And so what I really, really, really want to do is play with this sheet right here beside me, right there, of all of the series. So as you can see, I did add Dungeon Crawler Carl, and all of the Inevitable Ruin is coming out in 2024. Maybe I'll put a thing that says 2024 if I can find the right thing. There we go. So that way I know that it's the newest release and it came out in 2024. So maybe I'll do that for the latest releases. Okay, I'm doing that also for these. These 2 are finished. So I've read all the books in both of these series, so I'm going to end up moving them. Also, Heartstopper is not finished, but I'm caught up, so I'll probably move it over as well. I just need to look at the rest of them. This series I read because I needed to for Wonderthon that we were doing, so I need to check and see if there are more of these. I think this Olivia Dade series, spoiler alert, All the Fields and Shipwrecked, I think that's done, or at least I'm caught up on it, but I need to check that out as well. So I just need to look at some stuff. I need to go in and add the rest of the Brent Weeks ones and the rest of the T.E. Kinsey ones for this one. Lexi Blake has got a lot that I need to go and add, but I'm wondering if what I want to do is just add like the next 3 books, because I have all of these 4, 5, there's like 7 or 8 of them on this list that I already have all the books for that are out, because I don't own the books, but I have them on my Canva where I'm keeping the graphics of my 50 before 50. So maybe I will just come and put like the next 2 or 3 books in that series on here to track, and then I'll see whether or not I like doing it that way. Because I know, like with the Lexi Blake and J.R. Ward and, well, y'all know the In Death series, there's like 60 books in there. And so there's 60 books in the Lexi Blake. So I don't know if I want to track them all over here or keep the 50 before 50 in the graphics where they already are. But right now, I'm going to take an hour, or I'm going to take however long it takes to at least do 4 of these 7. And if I get 4 of these videos edited and my time is not up, like it's not 5 o'clock, I'm going to give myself permission to come over here and play with this since that's what I really want to do. But I know that I need to get this done. So I'm going to make myself do half of it. I cannot stop looking at this book. I was a teenage slasher. Also, this is behind the thing. Look at that font. I love it so much. This is going to be my July release that I'm reading in the Herkyed. Here's what it says. La Mesa, Texas, July 1989. It's the summer before senior year for best friends Tolly Driver and Amber Dennison. They're not in the marching band. They're not in the FFA. They don't really count. The FFA, by the way, is Future Farmers of America, just in case you're not aware. Amber's the only native student in town, and Tolly's only on the radar due to his father's recent death. This is all about to change. Bodies are going to be dropping fast in this small West Texas town. For a few unbearably hot days that will resonate through the decades, even get made into a TV movie, Tolly and Amber will be famous. Notorious, even. Finally, everyone will know their names. This is Stephen Graham Jones X-raying the slasher genre, interrogating its motivations over the shoulder and in the voice of the killer itself, from a town he did some growing up in. In a year, he was also 17. The kills will be poignant, the jokes will hurt, and the violence will be endearing. Everything's turned around for Tolly, for Amber, for all of La Mesa, Texas. Be happy you weren't there. Be happy you're only reading about it. Boom. I cannot wait. I cannot wait, even though it's so far down the list. But it's going right there in my background. Also, I love that the teenage slasher part right here is slashed, and there's the knife edge, like you slid a knife edge in there and like that. I love it. Anyway, I don't usually collect like different versions or editions of books, but if I'm going to collect anything, it's going to be Stephen Graham Jones. So I'll maybe try to look into that. Anyway, I'm going to get over to editing, and then I will get to play around with my series thing. Also, I've not read my 25 minutes of the Hisfakak, but when my husband gets home from work tonight, he's going to running club, and I think that is when I'm going to do my reading. It's going to be nice and cool outside tonight. I might even need a hoodie, like my husband had one last night. So I'm going to go sit outside in our old people furniture. Django is not having it today. What's wrong, baby? Come here. I do not know what his problem is. Why are you yelling at me? What's up, babe? Okay, he just wanted to sit with me, I guess. So I'm going to work on editing those 4 and see how much time I have to play around. I'll check back in later. Oh, no, I won't. I listened to Dungeon Crawler Carl all the way to town and all the way back from town. I am in love. I'm in love with Princess. Y'all, I don't even remember the cat's name. It's weird. It's like Donut, Princess Donut. I was like, it's like a muffin or something. Okay. Anyway, the best thing so far is the fact that she continues to give other creatures names based on TV shows. Like, she started giving them A-team names at the very beginning. They met these 3 like goblins, and she was like, you're BA and your face. And oh my gosh, I was laughing so hard. And then she met 2 female goblins. I can't remember if they were goblins. They were goblins. And she named them Rory and Lorelai. Oh my gosh. The cat is stealing the absolute show. And so anyway, I feel like this book is going to end up being just level 1 of the dungeon that they're in, because I only have 2.5 hours left. And so they're almost at the part where the level that they're on is going to collapse, and they need to be on the next level before it does that. So hopefully that's going to happen in this book, but we'll have to see. So anyway, I am going to read Hisfakak tonight during reading time, and then I'm going to work on Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm obsessed. I'm definitely reading them all. And Carl's Doomsday Scenario is on my list to read this month. It's just not happening soon. Like, next is going to be Pyramids from the Discworld. So I'm going back to the Discworld next. And then I will start my new round. And see, Carl's Doomsday Scenario is all the way down here at the bottom. So we'll see. If I decide I want to do it, I'll move it up. If I want to do it faster. Okay, now I'm going to get to work. Okay, so I forgot about one video that I needed to add to my list. So now I have 8 videos instead of 7, but I went ahead and did 5 of them. So they are edited and exported already. They're done. So I need to do thumbnails and then upload them. So I'm probably not going to worry about the uploading right now. I'm going to focus on the thumbnails because I'm going to have to look up some information about each of the locations, because I also like to link that in the description as well. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of that. And then when I finish that, the only thing I have left over here is to plan for tomorrow on my notepad. So I think I'll go ahead and do my plan before I start working on this spreadsheet. And then I'll get to come over here and play around with the spreadsheet. So I'll check back in with you guys probably after I've played with the spreadsheet, before I officially leave my office and go have dinner and then have reading time. But I will check in with you guys in a little while. Okay, so I am completely done with work over here. The only thing I have left on my list is to eat dinner. And I have tomorrow set up in green because Thursdays are green. So I'm closing at the library tomorrow, which means I don't have to go in until after 3 o'clock. So my plan is to get up in the morning and do all of my filming for my Sims video that goes out on Monday. I think this is the last Monday. Let me look at this. That video goes up the 22nd, and then sometime next week I'll be filming the one on the 29th. But also next week, I've got to start filming the beginning of August's videos to try to stay a week ahead. And then this second week of August is when we're going to be traveling out of town. We just bought our plane tickets today, so we're going to be gone for a little over a week through that whole thing. So I've got to make sure I have everything done, because the day we fly back, I'm going to try to land on the airplane and go to work at the library. So hopefully my flight will not be delayed, but that's the plan for August, which does not matter for today, except that as I'm planning out next week, this weekend, I need to start thinking longer term next week and see what all I can fit in there. I do already have my work schedule from the library, but that is going to be on Saturday. Saturday is going to be a rotational day, so I'm probably going to bring you along for more of it, and we're going to put everything that I need to get done on a wheel and just spin it and have so much fun that day doing all kinds of stuff. But for right now, I am about to go read some more Dungeon Crawler Carl and crochet more of this shawl thing. I held it up for my husband last night. I was like, hey, do you see this? And he said, is that a swimsuit? What? That's what he said. Is that a swimsuit? No, it's not. No. He's not wanting to cooperate with me right now, but see, it's getting a little bit bigger. It's working its way around and going down my back. But I do need to count and see what row I'm on, because I am supposed to go to row 50. So I do have one more of these. And I went and looked. I have one more roll of this same color. One more skein. So I did go and look on Ravelry to see if there was a pattern that used 2 strands, because I was thinking that would make it a little bit thicker, and I wanted to make something using 2 of the colors, but I can't find anything that is not a piece of clothing, and I don't want to make that. So, like a shirt, it's a shirt, and I don't want to do that. So, I'm going to keep working on that one while I read some more of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I might take a little nap. I did get almost 7 hours last night, but not quite. So, I'm already yawning, and it's 5:37 in the afternoon. So if I get in there and I start falling asleep, I am just going to put my stuff down and take a little nap. I'm going to be nice to myself. Nobody else is here. Nobody else is going to be here till about 6:30, and that is when I'm going to be deciding what I'm having for dinner. I'm thinking that I might make, I don't have any boiled eggs. I wanted to make a chicken salad, but I really wanted boiled eggs in it, and I don't have any. So maybe I'll just make a sandwich, because I do have some turkey and bread. That's all I need. So I think I might do that, is make a sandwich for dinner. That's it. That's my update before I go read. Y'all, I want to stop everything that I'm doing and just finish the next 5 Dungeon Crawler Carl books, or the next 4, because it looks like The Inevitable Ruin might not be out yet, but it's coming out in 2024. Anyway, I finished making my little chart of everything I have so far, and I have a currently reading one. The blue on the side over here, the blue ones are 50 before 50. And then this one, oh, I need to give it the July color. So there we go. I finished it in July. And then I realized that I haven't updated my Facebook group, the Litwit group, Mrs. Peabody's team. I haven't updated it for Guards, or Dungeon Crawler Carl. I cannot say it. But I am so, y'all, it was so good. How is it so good? I went and looked because I wanted to get a physical copy of it. It's not even available in paperback. Like, you can only get a hardcover. And so it's $20-something. And I just don't want to spend that on a book that I've already read. But oh my gosh. And it's on Kindle Unlimited. Y'all, if you have Kindle Unlimited, please go give this a shot. But if you like audiobooks, please do this in audio. The voices of all the different things, especially when it be like, you have an achievement, and whatever that says what it is, and the voice of Princess Donut the cat. Listen, this is so good. Anyway, I'm sorry. You guys are going to read it and be like, this is the weirdest thing, and I don't think it's good. And well, I think it's fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to go online and enter Guards, and Dungeon Crawler Carl, and then I'm going to start Pyramids, which is, I was going to show y'all this first. Sorry. This is my currently reading. Then I have the Caught Up series, which right now there's 2 of them on here. I need to do this in my 50 before 50. And then the finished ones, which is none of my 50 before 50. These are the ones that I have finished, and I read them all in June. What's funny is I read the entire series from first to last of all of them. And so I read 5 books in the North Carolina Highlands, 5 books in Chestnut Springs, and all 3, spoiler alerts, which the first book, spoiler alert, was a reread for me, but then the other 2 were new. Anyway, that does not matter, except this is what my series looks like right now, and I'm going to start Pyramids over here, which is the next Discworld book. Now, since I finished Dungeon Crawler Carl, y'all, I'm giving it 5 stars. Do you know that? That is the first 5-star I have given this whole month. I have never been so entertained from start to finish as I was in this book. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Anyway, I just think it's really funny. So I am going to go upstairs to bed. I cannot stop yawning, but I'm going to go upstairs to bed and I'm going to start listening to Pyramids after I enter these. I did already show you that I have my schedule made for tomorrow, so I don't even need to be downstairs till 9 o'clock in the morning. So if I get my 7 hours of sleep, I can read in the morning, or I can come down and start my admin stuff early, which is probably what I'll do. And then I'm going to film my Sims video. Then I'm going to take a break for lunch. Then I will edit some videos in the afternoon, take my son to work, go to work at the library, and then the only thing I'm doing when I get home is planning. You know what that means. Y'all know what that means. I scheduled my whole day and did not leave space to edit what I'm saying to you right now. Then when I'm editing everything else, I will make sure I edit day 17's vlog so that it's done before I go to work. So that when I get back from work, the only thing I'll have to do is plan Friday, and then I'm done. And Friday is going to be pretty easy. I'm working 8 hours at the library on Friday, so it's going to be pretty easy to plan that. Okay, that is all. That is my update. That is where I am closing this out. Like, who would have thought that this is where my first 5-star would come from? I mean, I'm not mad at it. In fact, I'm quite delighted about it, and I cannot wait for the next one. I'm glad that it's really far down this list, which y'all can't see because I'm covering it up, but I'm glad it's really far down this list over here, because all I would want to do is keep reading these, and I need to find out what prompt has anything to do with a game or animal companions. Like, what all can I fit into this prompt so that I can read Carl in the dungeon? Anyway, okay, that's all. I'm going to start Pyramids and enter this stuff. And I did not read My Humane Society for Creatures and Cryptids, so Hisfacac I did not read today, mostly because I could not stop Carl. could not quit reading Carl. But I'm just going to add 25 more minutes onto here for tomorrow, which means I'll have to read 50 minutes. And I will work on that tomorrow. Probably not a lot is going to get done because my prime reading time at night, I'm going to be at the library tomorrow. And we're doing a couple of big projects at the library. So I'm not going to have any free time at the library. So that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.